welcome to the supermarket tour of Farm Boy, located in Pickering, Ontario, presented to you by Sarah McLean. So why did I choose to explore Farm Boy? The reason why I chose to explore Farm Boy is because I believe that it is unique for many reasons. One being that it is an Ontario-based grocery chain. Although they are building more locations, they only currently have 31 locations operating across Ontario. Farm Boy is also known to carry many Ontario-grown foods, alternative brands, and carry products from local suppliers, thus supporting local farmers. They also have many of their own private label products that are made from scratch and without preservatives or chemicals. This is a unique feature in comparison to the other supermarkets in my area, such as No Frills, Metro, and Loblaws. I was also curious because not many people I know shop there because they state that prices are just too high. However, this is likely a result of better quality products. As discussed in class, the more you spend on food products now, the less you will likely spend on healthcare in the future. When Empire bought out Farm Boy in September of 2018, I assumed that Farm Boy would have changed drastically by becoming more commercialized in a store layout that centers products from the top 10 corporate food and beverage suppliers such as Nestle, Coca-Cola, General Mills, and so on. However, the co-CEO of Farm Boy stated in a CBC News article that consumers will see no difference other than better and healthier options. They will still only sell food products, hence their slogan, "It's all about the food." As OPIRG claims, because Farm Boy is not a one-stop shop supermarket, consumers may feel better thinking that the food diversity and quality has not been compromised by non-food items. I also agree with this. I'm assuming Farm Boy only sold to Empire because of their buying power, which allows them to secure more and higher demand locations for a higher profit gain. An article published in the Toronto Star in 2019 states that Farm Boy targets millennials as their consumers. I'm curious as to how they specifically market to millennials. Let's explore this inside. If the current drive and motivation for consumers to choose a supermarket to shop at in North America is pricing and convenience, yet Farm Boy is expensive and only sells food, what is attracting consumers to shop here? The strategies I'm going to be discussing is called the lure, which OPIRG explains is what makes a consumer shop at one place over another. Looking at the first video on the left, you can see the video swinging over the bananas. This is something you immediately see as you walk through the store entrance. At first, I assumed this was to attract consumers to the bananas since they are perishable and brown quickly. Although this may be one reason, I later thought that this is also likely a marketing strategy to get parents to convince their children to come to the store. If children are excited and willing to come to the store to see the monkey, they are likely to be more calm, which means calmer parents, allowing parents to have a more enjoyable and less stressful shopping experience, attracting them to come back another time. Looking at the second and third photo, it is clear that Farm Boy is targeting millennials because they are utilizing more technologically advanced marketing strategies such as providing online flyers as well as providing Wi-Fi throughout the store. With the addiction for millennials to stay connected, Farm Boy likely uses this strategy as a way to attract them to shop here because they are able to stay connected to their online world. Parents can also give their phones to their children to distract them for an easier and longer shop. This attracts consumers as their weekly shopping experience can be done with ease. This also means more profit for Farm Boy as people are not rushing their shop and are more likely to impulse buy. As you can see in the video to the left, there is a large sit-and eating area where consumers can eat the food they purchase from the boutiques found in the store such as the deli, made-in-store sushi bar, wood-burning pizza, bakery, salad bar, soup counter, or the fresh buffet-style counters as you can see in the video in the middle. These ready-to-go meals also attract millennials as there is an increased popularity for seeking easy, fresh, and on-the-go food items. This is because we prefer convenience and are losing the ability to cook as we are so used to fast and easy options marketed to us. Another lure presented here is that this specific Farm Boy is attached to the mall, which means that consumers can choose to eat here as a healthier option as opposed to the food court options located inside the mall. Not only that, but they can also earn points towards free salads through their loyalty program shown on the right photo, which is not offered at any of the other food court options within the mall. As a result of the Industrial Revolution, the production and consumption of food is decreasing within domestic environments. However, Farm Boy is attempting to mimic this home feel that people may be missing or interested in understanding by placing signs throughout the store, encouraging consumers to make themselves at home and enjoy their meal. They also have coat hangers in the eat-in area, which also mimics a home-like setting. Farm Boy also called the sit-in eating area the kitchen chair, making consumers even more manipulated into comfort as they often relate the word kitchen with home. Looking at the entrance sign to the store on the left, it states, "We are glad you're here." This immediately manipulates consumers into subconsciously thinking that their presence alone is welcomed and special to the environment rather than just their wallets. Attempting to make consumers feel welcomed in a home-like environment allows them to feel more comfortable and appreciated, which will likely influence their choice to return back to that supermarket. This encourages loyal consumers, or what supermarket employees call regulars. The last lure I want to touch on is unique. Above most of the products in the produce section, there's a sign stating the physiological benefits of that particular food item, as well as how it can be used within cooking. I consider this marketing strategy a lure because people, and millennials in particular, are becoming more educated and interested in the nutritional value of food as there has been an increase in social media exposure to the food system through platforms such as social media documentaries, YouTube videos, Instagram platforms, etc. Consumers may be more likely to choose Farm Boy because they enjoy knowing the benefits of the food they're consuming, and although many of us are cooking less, we are still curious in how to use the product for any of our attempts in cooking now or in the future. That being said, I believe the supermarket tour text is a little outdated, which makes sense as it was published in 2011. I think this because the OPIRG states that, quote, "Our relationship to food has become dictated by price rather than other values such as nutrition, sustainability, equality, or even taste," end quote. However, with our increased access to information online and increased advocating through social media platforms, I believe that society is becoming more and more aware of and concerned about their relationship with the food system, especially in concern with nutrition and sustainability, which brings me to my next point. Because I have explored the lure of the supermarkets primarily through Farm Boy's lens of targeting millennials as consumers, I believe it is important to talk about the conflicting concept of millennials being concerned about a sustainable food system and actual consumer trends. In an article published in 2018 by the Business Insider, it was found that 73% of millennials were willing to spend more on sustainable goods. This statistic can be translated to assume that millennials would rather spend this 60 cents more per pound for fair trade bananas rather than the Chiquita brand bananas seen in the photos. I was shocked to discover in the reading by OPRG that the world's largest banana company, Chiquita Brands International, provides workers with insufficient training on safety protocols, yet they use pesticides and can physically harm plantation workers, even to the point of death if they are highly exposed to these pesticides. Therefore, it would be assumed that educated millennials would be less likely to be interested in Chiquita bananas. What is interesting, however, is that although Farm Boy targets millennials who they know will spend more money on fair trade products, they carry a much larger section of Chiquita bananas and attract the consumers to them through their marketing strategies. I believe that the reason for this is because although millennials are concerned with sustainable food system in terms of valuing the well-being of their workers as well as remaining environmentally friendly, they're not educated enough on this topic, and two, when they are aware, they still get manipulated when they walk into the store. The organic fair trade bananas clearly look different in comparison to the well-known Chiquita bananas most of us grew up eating. Look at the middle photo. The organic bananas are longer and when ripened are a little more brown than yellow. This, I believe, deters the millennials when they're actually in the store. I know I was even surprised to see the look and size of the organic bananas. I believe this has a lot to do with OPIRG's point around the fact that North American consumers eat with their eyes when choosing foods, which is why they choose food specifically based on size and color. It is clear that although millennials are concerned, they are also easily manipulated by marketing strategies and product appearance when they are actually present in store. Clearly, there is a lack of education on this topic, but what shocks me the most is how supermarkets can morally carry some fair trade products, but also carry products such as Chiquita bananas, knowing that the workers are treated unfairly. So, how has this supermarket tour impacted my future shopping? Well, first of all, I will definitely be making a list. I only went in twice to Farm Boy for the purpose of the assignment and walked out both times with product. But more importantly, I'm going to look for organic fair trade products. I don't care if I have to spend the extra money to ensure workers are treated fairly and for the well being of my health in the long term. Thank you for listening.